Well, spring break is only 2 weeks away, and anyone who's traveled with children knows that sometimes you need a vacation after your vacation. Well, lifestyle expert Jamie O'Banion is back with us, and she's here with some stress-free travel tips to make this year's vacation the best one yet. Jamie, I can't wait to talk about this. I've got 2 little ones, and I remember traveling with my son, Will, and we did a lot of traveling, going back and forth, and I'd have like a duffel bag worth of stuff just to try and keep him happy, but that doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It just makes a lot of mess. So if I had to boil it down to one word, it's preparation, Dawn. I mean, it's really planning ahead, which is hard to do sometimes when you're trying to get yourself done, but a little bit of preparation goes a long way. So first, I like to say easy breezy blast off. One of the most important things that you can have is when you're thinking ahead, okay, through security, most of the time your kids will not have to take off their shoes. We have on some international flights, and we've been flying with all 3 kids since they were babies. They do. So slip-on shoes are great. These little Toms are darling for them. I cannot buy enough of these. Value pack, these little wet wipes are antibacterial. When my son was 6 months old, he got rotavirus before the vaccine was out on a flight. So I always, when we sit down, first thing, I wipe down everything.
I mean, think about it, the armrest, the tray table, and how many people's stuff.
It is, and he got it on a flight.
See?
So I always have these handy in the outside pocket of my bag so you can wipe down and get everything sterile to start your environment. I'm the crazy woman, you know, with the red. It's the red ones. The red ones are antibacterial. The normal wet wipes are not antibacterial, so that's really important. Then I also have these little tiny travel spray hand sanitizers that the kids can clip onto their bag, which is nice. And then next, I like to say that we plan for the worst and hope for the best.
That's absolutely.
So if your children are old enough, I have these darling Pottery Barn bags for each of the kids that I have them carry, and they double as their beach bag once we get to our destination if we're going somewhere that's warm. And they can carry all of their things with them. As I'm sure most people have experienced, sometimes the bag doesn't arrive. Sometimes someone spills the apple juice that didn't want the, sippy cup top. Always have to plan for the worst. So what I do is I have 1 extra outfit for each child in a Ziploc bag. I'm such a fan of Ziplocs, and you can reuse them, so it's eco-chic in their bag. So 1 for each child. And then if they're in diapers, have them, have their diapers and wipes all together in a separate Ziploc. Then your Ziploc bag can double to put the stinky diaper in for later so that you're not hurting the nostrils of everyone around you.
There's nothing worse than someone taking a diaper and just throwing it away in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh, you can't. That's just wrong.
But people do, and it's awful.
They do. So bring your Ziploc bag. If your child has a lovey, a favorite something that they love, buy 2 when they're little, and then we take 1 for the airplane, and then 1 we put in the suitcase for when they arrive. Next is you really have to bring something that's shiny and new, something that's fun for the kids. So in each of their bags, I'll pack something new. This is a great quiet book that you can buy for about $35 on Amazon, and it takes them through all these fun activities. They can braid and learn to tie a shoelace and all kinds of fun things like that.
So it's all about keeping them busy and doing so in a manner that you don't have 10 different bags. It's really all close together.
And I love the Ziplocs, Dawn, because Label put all of their little activities in 1 Ziploc so it's easy to grab and it keeps everything contained. So for example, I got this new spy kit for my son, and it's something that's compact and easy so he can play with that on the flight.
Love it.
And then for my daughter, I have all of her fun little new Hello Kitty coloring books and so on. If you're into the iPad, this is a great little guy. The iPad holder by Speck is $25. If your children are going to be sharing, you can get a splitter. Those are about $8 for their headphones. And then these darling headphones are great. They run about $20, these little ladybugs. And they're fantastic because it standardizes the volume so that it won't get too loud. Don't you worry about that as a mom. You're like, how loud is that for your ears?
I'll tell you though, the iPad and different tablets it's changed our lives. I mean, with what we have to take on the plane with us, because as long as we have this, we're okay. But a lot of airlines still make you turn them off.
They do.
So you better have something else to keep them busy.
You do, and these little animals are great that you can buy at the toy store for about $3 to $5 each. So with the iPad, my son is getting a little bit older now, and I have this, this is one of the favorite books that he has, The Dangerous Book of Boys. And this is a very heavy book. So if they have a favorite something, this one's a great one because it has so many different activities inside. So what I did is I took this page that he loves to look at to show, to learn how to make paper airplanes. And I took a picture of it. And then I put it on the iPad, just like this, so it's so easy for him to go in, and here's the picture of the airplane.
And instead of carrying the heavy book, you've got this and so many other things.
You've got it right there, and his astronomy pages, you can just put it all there on the iPad.
So it's all about having great things for the kids to do to keep them busy, but in a really economical, small space without carrying a bunch of extra stuff.
Keeping them compact.
Love it.
I love this one. This is a darling little ice spot by the Patchworks Company, and there are about 30 different things that your child has to spend 45 minutes looking for.
And for little ones, this will keep them busy.
Yep, the googly eye and so forth.
All right, well, we've got a wrap. She's always got so many great tips, but you know you can find them all to avoid these major meltdowns and preserve the best parts of your spring break adventures. Check out Jamie O'Banion's tips. You know they're great. Her website is at 5tofab.com. Make sure you check these out. Great ideas. Coming up, the latest to-dos with your hairdos and other trends hot off the runway from New York Fashion Week. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Oh, I love that braid.